Ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. River Plate have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble. And Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he shoots! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Ronaldinho. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
River Plate clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Nedved. Yaya Touré. Nedved. And it's Michel Platini. He's got away. Yaya Touré. And it's Michel Platini. Here's Nedved. And it's Lam. Bale. That's Nedved. Succumbs to the pressure. Makaleli. Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ronaldinho. And it's Maldini. For Lam. Maldini. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Lam. For Yaya Touré. Ronaldinho. That's the throw. Thuram chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
And it's Makaleli. Davids. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Out to the right. Some really good ball movement. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. Calafiori. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now Yaya Touré. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. And it's Romario. Albert Ferrer. He shifted it to the flank. And no, that was never going to make it. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's put paid to a promising move. Thuram. That has been cut short. Nedved. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Pelé. The final seconds now. Makaleli. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Touré. Ronaldinho. Platini. Albert Ferrer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Son Heung-min. Thuram. Long ball looking to counter. And it's Zanetti. To Maldini. Thuram. Albert Ferrer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's been played through. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. River Plate finding their passes. Oh, it's Bebeto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pelé. Romario. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences...
Son Heung-min! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Ronaldinho. Nedved under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Oh, right place, right time. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Davids. Over to the left. Skims one in. Chance! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Yaya Touré. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Lam. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Makaleli. Thuram. And it's Makaleli. Zanetti is in a really good position out wide. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Touré. And it's Nedved. Distributed tidily. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. Real chance! And he's quick to get it clear again.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's picked it up out wide. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And for a moment, time stood still. Davids. Calafiori can see things others simply cannot. Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Goes long and straight. Davids. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good